Is there a 2023 recession? Was there a 2022 recession? What about 2020 COVID recession? Is the recession going to occur, about to occur, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera? Today's topic is a hot topic because if you haven't been following it, it has been the talk of the town for quite a while. Here's the thing. A recession is inevitably going to happen. We are overdue for a market correction. It's been a long time coming and it is literally knocking at our door. From COVID to the Russian-Ukrainian war, supply chain issues, people underworking, employers overpaying, the stock market dropping, the real estate market falling, people are traveling less, spending less, fearing more. This recession is about to hit and it's about to hit hard. So I have to be honest, when I think about it, it can be quite a stressful topic. It leaves me thinking, what if we don't have enough work? What if we don't make enough money? What if my business doesn't do well? What am I gonna do? I remember 2008, 2009 being a little bit turbulent, having to make a lot of compromise and really having to work hard. And to be honest, I'm exhausted. I know this is coupled with launching off a couple different segments of business this year, in addition to having a 1-year-old and still being quite underslept. But at the end of the day, we need to find a way to find peace and resolve and take positive action to bulletproof our money and bulletproof our minds. So that's what I'm here to share with you today. The first thing you need to do, if you have not already, is to budget out all of your expenses and cut as much as you possibly can. You have to keep in mind that this recession is only temporary, and in booming marketplaces, it's great to have fun and to feel really positive and really hopeful about growing business and an abundance of all things. However, when it comes to a recession, you basically need to dial it back, hold tight, and ride it out until it goes by, and hopefully sooner than later. But because it's difficult to know, it's better to be safer than sorry. Making small changes and taking budget cuts where you can really add up. In addition, number 2, take the extra work when you can. Believe me, you're gonna be thankful for it. I know we're at a place where we're really trying to just bolster our schedule with as much work as possible, and it's kind of like a small sacrifice to dial down for the holidays and just dial down temporarily for this year. But I would rather feel like we are living with a buffer rather than on the edge, especially with the unknown. One of the things that I always wish in every recession thus far and in every situation where there is an opportunity, I wish I could stash more cash, as much cash as possible, because as you may have heard it, recessions have a tendency to make millionaires and billionaires. This is an excellent time to wait for the right opportunity and begin to cost average into the marketplace, buying everything while it's still on sale. And the only way you can really do that is if you are not in excessive debt, you are budgeting and saving that extra cash, making that extra money and stashing that cash. Nobody can predict where the top of the market is or where the bottom is, but if you are cost averaging down into a depressive market, there's only one way it can go once it hits bottom. It's up. And all that cash that you stash is going to reap you the rewards of planting the seeds and growing yourself a nice little money tree. At the same time, if you cut your budget, increase your income, and buffered your cash, you still need to be prepared to pivot. So have a plan B or a C. Keep in your mind some ideas or options that you would do or take if the market got really bad, or if you were in a position where you had to do something different and couldn't sustain where you're at right now. Sometimes it's nice to have this plan B, because regardless if you are in a place where you're forced to pivot or not, you still have that option. And sometimes in a lower marketplace or with the right circumstance, it is just a better option to take that opportunity. Being prepared for it mentally, physically, allows you to literally jump on, or let's say off the bandwagon, and onto a better or faster track. Last but not least, stay positive. A fear-based mindset, and one that watches the news and all the negative media that stirs up the fear, especially if you're feeling that on a deep, like visceral, emotional level, only blocks your mindset from being able to see opportunities and having the vigor and motivation to jump on opportunities and see your way out, or see what options are available for you. So it's really important to stay positive. Remember, this is only temporary, and there are really amazing things that can come out of this if you stay aware and put yourself in a good position. I really like to visualize what outcome I want to occur. And I know that visualization doesn't always happen the way that you want things to occur, but one of the key importances of visualization is really practicing the way that you want to feel, who you are and how you want to show up with, regardless of the market situation. Market, cultural, global fluctuations, those can be trying times for us regardless of when they occur. This is life and it is what happens, and the best thing we can do is to prepare ourselves, make good choices, and really identify what is the most important thing to us in life. What is our goals, and are the things that we're keeping in our lives, the actions that we're taking, bringing us closer to that goal, or is it just distracting us from it? Ultimately, that's what we want, right? To live a fulfilled life, to have it balanced, to be at peace, to feel really good about it, and to ultimately live fulfilled. I believe you can still live that through a market correction, through a recession, and through inflation, and that's something that's a lot easier to do when you cut the excess and simplify down to what really matters most. So tell me in the comments or the DM, what things can you do from this list? How can you improve what you're doing now? And is there anything else that you'd add on to it? If you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe and like this video if you like these kind of topics. If you're on the podcast, share this with somebody who you think would find value in it. Thank you so much for sticking around and having these awesome conversations with me. I truly appreciate it, and I can't wait to catch you in the next episode.